Have you ever felt like you're sinking in an increasingly chaotic, empty and fast-paced world, where everything has become performance, pressure, comparison, and your identity seems to be getting lost in the middle of it all? That no matter how much you do, how hard you try, you always seem to be one step behind something you can't even name. Well, here's what you might not know. This was already foreseen. And not by just anyone, but by one of the greatest thinkers of the 20th century, Hannah Arendt. And even more, Mary Esther Harding, a pioneer in the study of the feminine psyche, gave us profound keys to navigate this era of crises, overload, and silent dehumanization. In this video, you'll discover how philosophy can be a real tool for emotional, spiritual, and mental survival in the 21st century. We're going to talk about clarity, essence, and reconnecting with who you really are. This is not some distant academic talk. It's about what you're feeling right now. That nameless anxiety tightening your chest. This isn't theory, it's necessity. Because understanding what Arendt and Harding left us can change the way you live and survive. Arendt saw it all before anyone else. A world where thinking was replaced by urgency, and conscious action was swallowed by superficiality, where there's no time for silence, doubt, or true questioning. She wasn't just talking about politics, she was talking about the human soul being crushed by systems that turn us into disposable cogs. And Mary Esther Harding, from her Jungian background, warned, when a woman, or a human being, disconnects from their inner truth, they get sick. Sick in the mind, the body, and their relationships. Anxiety, emptiness, that feeling of not belonging. These are all symptoms of an abandoned soul. But here's the turning point. There is a way out. The philosophy of Arendt and the deep teachings of Harding are not just beautiful ideas, they're guides. They call us to recover our inner silence, to reclaim the courage to think for ourselves, to rediscover the value of being in a world obsessed with seeming. And today, that is a form of resistance, of healing, of rebirth. Because if you look sincerely around, you'll see. Most people are exhausted, not from lack of effort, but from lack of meaning. They're alive in the body, but their soul has shut down. And when that happens, no success, motivation, or money can fill the growing emptiness inside. In this video, you'll understand how these two women, from different times and paths, intersect at a crucial point. The need to return to our essence in order to stay sane in a dehumanized world. This isn't an exaggeration. Either you learn to think for yourself and live with purpose, or you get swallowed by a system that profits from your disconnection. So take a breath, surrender. Allow yourself to doubt the pace the world imposes, and come understand why thinking, feeling, and existing deeply may be the most revolutionary act of your life. Hannah Arendt spoke about the banality of evil, that dangerous tendency to just follow orders, to live on autopilot, without questioning anything. Sound familiar? Look around. How many people are just surviving, repeating routines that don't make sense, accepting everything without thinking? How many are making decisions based on fear, on others' expectations, on the culture of you have to? That's exactly where humanity's collapse begins. When we stop reflecting, feeling, and taking responsibility for our own lives. And that's the space where pain takes hold. That's the silence where anxiety screams. That's the disconnection, where existential crises are born. Mary Esther Harding responds to this chaos with rare wisdom. Healing begins in reconnecting with the unconscious, the soul, the deep feminine, present in all of us, women and men. She speaks of rediscovering what was lost, instinct, intuition, symbols, meaning. Because living only in the rational, only in doing, only in producing, makes us sick. We become dehumanized in our effort to be functional. Harding teaches that when you reconcile with your invisible side, you start to breathe again. And that's urgent. Because the longer you delay this reunion with yourself, the heavier, more confusing, and more directionless life will feel. Today, more than ever, we need to recover the value of inwardness, of listening, of pausing, of contemplation. For Arendt, philosophy wasn't an intellectual luxury, it was survival. For Harding, Psychology wasn't a diagnosis. It was the path back to wholeness. And now I ask you, are you really living or just reacting? Are you conscious or just repeating what the world expects of you? Do you just want to get through life, or do you want to truly wake up? The choice is yours. But in this video, I'm going to show you why Arendt and Harding might be the map you need to find. Yourself again. Not in the world, but in yourself. If you've made it this far, that's already a sign. An inner calling. A whisper from your soul saying, there is more, and I want that more. So don't ignore it. Don't silence that voice trying to wake you up. Don't postpone this reunion with your truth. Watch the video until the end. Reflect, question, feel. Because maybe today isn't just another day. Maybe today is the beginning of a reunion with who you've always been, before the world told you who you should be. Arendt lit the flame of lucidity. Harding opened the path of reconnection. Now it's up to you. Keep sleeping, or wake up. If this message stirred something within you, share it with someone who also needs to remember who they are. And don't forget to subscribe, because this channel is a space for those who don't just want to exist. They want to live in truth.